stuff. I'm trying my stuff, girl.
Really?
Yo, motherfucker's trying my stuff, bitch.
Don't
Oh,
touch
shoot, girl.
stuff.
Fuck, trying my stuff. It's just fluffy, girl.
Don't put it ready, okay?
Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting?
Don't record.
Rosa.
It's a fit.
Stop doing that.
No, I'm fucking out. He's fucking embarrassing. Look at all these fucking people laughing. Is that fucking embarrassing? Bitch, shut the fuck. Get my food out, dumbass up.
Oh, yo! Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You got your food there, okay?
You're gonna fuck myself. It's just crap.
Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hachwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. Brothers who labor in this truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. Salutations to you, brothers, and your brothers and very few sisters believe in this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Shalom to the hope for elect. All right, as you could just see in that clip, this is the society we live in, man. That's what happens when a child is not receiving that rod. Matter of fact, we're gonna come up with a few precepts, but that's the state of these young children, and right now they have no obedience. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Proverbs 29. Yeah. Proverbs 29 and 17. Correct thy son, and matter of fact, let me see if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's start at 15. Proverbs 29 and 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. And if I don't know if that was his mother, who was the young lady, the young lady who was like, she didn't want to bring him anywhere, but that's what exactly, she was shameful. Now it looked like that was his grandmother. They were shameful of that young child because, again, the rod and reproof give wisdom. See, they're not correcting their son. Let's jump down to 17. All right. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. All right. That's why the scripture says don't spare the rod. Matter of fact, let's grab that in this app right here. Let's grab that. Let's get that though. That's a beautiful one right there. Turn this up. Proverbs 19 and and 18. Chasten thy son while there is hope. All right. So while they're young and they're youth, you chasten them. All right. Thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. Let's read in the NLT. Proverbs 19 and 18. Discipline your children while there is hope. Otherwise, you will ruin their lives. All right. Saying And it says, and let not thy, in the KJV, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. You know, whether they're crying or not, you got to put that rod to them. All right? Let's go back to here. It says again, the rod and reproof give wisdom. So you have to, that's correction. All right, back to 17. Proverbs 29:17. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest, and he shall give delight unto thy soul. All right, and as you can see, that young child is not being corrected, not receiving a rod. Not, the scripture says, let me just go a few, Proverbs 22:6. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So through that training, you're gonna be correcting him. You're gonna be that rod for reproof. You're gonna be not sparing the rod. All right, you're gonna. Let me see if I can get it in this. Yeah, Proverbs 13:24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son. So they're not putting a rod to that child. And if you had to ask me, either he's learning that from his father, or there's no father around. TV, even the thing on the bottom, it says this kid watching too much Zeus Network. And if you go to Zeus Network, it's a lot of that ratchet TV. The Bad Girls Club. You know, everything promoting just degeneracy at an all-time high, especially in the nation of Israel. That look like the Northern Kingdom right there. All right, Proverbs 13:24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. All right, so they're not gonna spare that rod, man. You don't spare the rod. Matter of fact, let's see what we got more. Um, um, yeah, I know it was another one in 22:15. Proverbs 22:15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. So that was foolishness, man. He's throwing up game sets. And again, he's got to be learning that from somewhere. Probably his father, right? Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction should drive it far from him. All right? That's why they have to be putting that, just to be frank, spanking that ass, man. See, and that's the problem with today's society. They so worried about CPS, Child Protective Service, and all these things. And no, you don't spare that rod, man, or that child is gonna grow up to be a monster in the streets, taking other children's lives and doing taking other people's lives, being a monster, being a spirit. The Lord using that vessel as a spirit created for vengeance on other spirits, man. And ultimately, it's up to it's the Lord, His will, if anything. But this is a guide, an instruction guide on how to raise your children, man. We just brought up a few proverbs. Read Proverbs alone is telling you to Proverbs 22:15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. You jump further up. Matter of fact, hold up. I think there's one more in this chapter. We'll just go with that one. We'll end it with this. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. All right? Or you're going to end up with this, man. My fault, Salakia. You know, Salakia.